Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is David. So we are going to do our very first unboxing. Today it's going to be the soap cannon because we're spending some downtime this early spring to go ahead and do some maintenance on the RV. And one of those maintenance items is to wash and wax and polish the outside of the RV. So I was doing a little research and I watched all kinds of YouTube channels on how to, like, what's the best way to wash an RV, or what's the best way to wash a car, since that's typically what people do. But anyway, I found the thing to use is something called a soap cannon. So watching a lot of reviews and such, there was a brand that Amazon had, that, like, the Amazon's Choice. However, they no longer had those. So I just went with what they recommended this time, and I don't know, this was maybe 20 bucks. It wasn't too expensive. Okay, so let's take a look at what we got here. So this is a Twinkle Star brand foam cannon, soap cannon, different names for it. This was, I'd seen on some YouTube channels where they were talking about the brands to get, and I mean, you could spend as much money as you want on some of this stuff. This one I think was less than 20 bucks, so it wasn't too bad. So before we get into it, let's take a look at what's on the box here. So, okay, got instructions on the box, and it looks to me like, yeah, everything's on the box here, so that's kind of cool. So you can kind of see what you're getting. It looks like how's your contents of the box, and the nozzle fittings, and the degrees of the spray. So we'll see how that plays out. So, all right, let's go ahead and get this stuff opened up. So let's go ahead and start the unboxing. And I've never done one of these, so let's be patient on how this turns out. All right, so we've got, okay, yep. All right, so a lot of fittings, nozzle fittings. Looks like we've got the soap container, and it is, looks like it's in milliliters. Okay, well, so milliliters, all right. All right, we've got hose, and I'm assuming that goes into the siphon. And what else we got in here? All right. Don't need that. Okay, yep, so this must go on top of here. Aha, I'm sure it does. And here is the trigger. And then what else is in here? Let's get rid of all the bubble wrap. Show you what we got. It's pretty hefty. I mean, this, you know, for being just plastic, and I'm sure made in China, it feels pretty good. Looks like it's got a little locking mechanism here. Yep, keep you from squeezing it. So that feels okay. It's kind of, looking in there, it's kind of, I don't know, we'll see. It feels okay. And then this must be what goes onto the end of the hose. Okay, gotcha. There we go. So it goes like that. All right. Let's look at the instructions, like we're trying to read them. Okay, so this may take me a while to read, so stand by. Okay, we're done. All right, so we're done. So looks like this goes on like this. So I have a gasoline powered power washer, and I can already see the benefit maybe of having an electric one, because, you know, you're going to be out there washing or you know, adding soap, and you're going to want, when you shut this off, you don't want that gasoline engine to continue running. So, all right, so let's go ahead and see how this hooks up. This feels pretty good. Like I said, this feels kind of hefty. I know that this is how you set the amount of soap that comes out, the thickness of it, if you will, the viscosity possibly. And then this has a nice brass fitting, so it's not plastic. So when we go to hook this on, this is nice. Let's put the rubber hose on. Like so. There we go. Yep. All right. So it feels pretty solid. I mean, you know, for 20 bucks, it feels pretty darn good. Yeah, it's Twinkle Star. Yeah, and I think it was kind of the one that Amazon recommended. So I'm anxious to put some soap in it. And so as far as the soap goes, so this soap brand, Mr. Pink, what a name. It seems to be consistently out there along, you know, being used by many of the pro guys out there on YouTube channels that are doing a lot of this stuff. Chemical Guys is the brand that keeps coming up. I see it a lot. So I went ahead and tried this. I'll have to read up instructions on how to mix this. If you just pour it in full strength and let this do the mixing. But once I get all this set up and the power washer hooked up, I'm going to wash the RV. I'll video record that as well. And then once that's done, we will move to the unboxing video of the dual action polisher. Okay, so now we've unboxed. We've got our Chemical Guys bottle of soap, Mr. Pink to be exact. And the instructions say apparently you can do this in one of two ways. You can use just in a bucket, you know, and just wash it, you know, like you normally would. What's the fun in that? So if I can get this off here, what we're going to do is we are going to put in 1 to 2 ounces of this soap. That's what it recommends. Actually, it says for best results, use this in a, of course, Chemical Guys soap cannon. But again, we're using the Amazon one. 20 bucks. So let me go put some of this in and I'll be right back. Okay, so we did the recommended 1 to 2 ounces. I got about 2 ounces. I just kind of eyeballed it from the level. And this is 16 ounces, and of course there's half, quarter, and 2. Okay. All right. So now it simply goes on, and it was easy to fill. You know, the brass fittings make it easy. You don't have to worry about the opening. Sorry guys, I'm right-handed. I'm trying to do this left-handed. That's just not gonna work out for me. All right. Alrighty, that's on. All right, next, I'm just gonna hook this up like so. Again, this all feels pretty sturdy. I mean, it swivels here, of course, but you know, that's okay. That just comes off. So, all right, let's go put some water pressure on. See how well this works. All right, you're seeing this the first time like I'm seeing it. So let's see. We are going to put this on. Well, I'm turning it to the plus on the front here. There's a plus and minus. I think the instructions say obviously more soap means plus, less soap means minus. We'll see. All right, now I'm putting it all the way to the negative. Okay, and it looks pretty good. I mean, the soap is sticking to it. I already saw some stuff kind of running off of it. Oh, we got a little buggy there. But it's sticking to it. I would have thought the soap would have stuck to this more, but that's okay. Might have been the the consistency of how I was making the soap solution, so it may take a little fine tuning, but overall looks pretty good. I'm gonna take my fancy brush here and just give it a good wiping. I forgot to mention earlier, this nozzle, when you turn this, opens and closes that little valve there. I had it wide open earlier, so a little bit of adjustments there. That seemed to do better. All right, let's scrub it again. All right, let's give this a good rinsing, see what it looks like. So I'm gonna try using one of the little adapters came with it. Now typically I don't use a pressure washer to wash or rinse the RV, but I'm gonna give this a try, see how well it does. It looks, there's no nozzle on this, so we're pretty close to it. So here we go. Might need a little more directional. Let's see. I don't have the box out here with me, but oh, they are stamped on here. This one's 25 degrees. Try that. That worked out pretty well. 25 degrees seems to be okay. Oh, let's still have some soap pop. Let's go for something a little bit more narrower. Let's see. Try 15. See if I can reach it up there, up top. 15. That's what you want to use, I think, because you don't want to get too close. You definitely don't want like a 0. Punch a hole through the front cap. Okay, I guess one of the things I didn't do was show you the results. So there were still a few spots that are dirty. Now these are like smashed on bugs. Would probably take a little bit more scrubbing than that soft brush. Some spots up here that I missed. But overall, I'm still seeing a little bit of black streaking. I think I'm getting ready to polish this soon. That should come out, but I might have to hit it with just a little bit stronger soap on the front. But overall, I'm gonna have to give this a thumbs up on applying the soap. That makes it easier for sure. You're not dipping your brush into a bucket and then slinging it everywhere. At least this gets it straight onto the target, in this case the RV. So this should cut down some time. So I want to do an add-on to this because I went out after the initial recording and I was editing, and I just want to report to you that I added more soap. So I ended up using about 4 ounces maybe instead of the 2. So 4 ounces. And I had filled this bottle up, okay? So this bottle was full with 4 ounces of soap solution and hot water mixed in with the water, or mixed in with the bottle. I did the entire RV in less than an hour, so it was very efficient. The soap clung to the sides of the RV and I could see the dirt just starting to come down the sides, and I can highly recommend it. You can get any soap cannon you probably want. This one was 20 bucks, I think it was. I think the soap was $25 for the 16-ounce bottle. Don't hold me to that. I'll put the links down here. And as long as you have a pressure washer, man, you are good to go. I did this under an hour. Oh, also, I want to let you know that I ended up using the 0-degree nozzle fitting, which I don't like to do, but I stood back far enough, so it was nothing more really than just, you know, a powerful mist going up against it for rinsing, since I was kind of far away from the top. It did great. I was very pleased. Highly recommend it. So thumbs up. So hey, speaking of thumbs up, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. That helps YouTube recognize this video as being useful and helpful. If it has been helpful, please consider subscribing and share this with your friends. And again, if you don't like this video and there's somebody you don't like, share it with them. All right, talk to you soon.
Come on, you didn't think I